Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is a functional demonstration of this tool which aims at automatic deployment process for Oracle apps. In a nutshell, it automatically deploys files from version control system SVN to Oracle apps. It's up to organizations how do they wanna design their process for using this tool. What I'll assume two-part system, one as a developer and one as a DBA. So starting with as a developer, I have committed my code in my SVN repositories, which is here, and I want to inform DB that please deploy these files. So starting with this tool, I first log into this version control system tool, and it will require SVN path where I have committed my codes. Here, successful login, and see it shows all the hierarchy of the files which I had committed to the SVN. You can see it over here, SQL and abc.sql. This is just same thing which is over here in local SQL. Anyways, so we have it in our screen, and I want to deploy all the things in it. So I'll say add to page table. So it lists all the files. See Java, GIF, SQL. So it handles default things for non-extensions like Java. It handles default things. Still, if you want to give custom information for particular file, like please use Developer in this JDK version 1.4 for compiling this class file. And I said done. And let me say that for these SQL files, please copy all the SQL files to this SQL directory. So in a similar way, we can provide extra information for files. So at this point, we have all the information on our screen which is to be deployed, what extra information we have, and all those things. So let's generate page A. I'll save it to this directory. You can name it anything. I will name it as page A.xml. So let's see what there is in this page A file. It is an XML file based on some DTD that was designed for item.xsd. It's xsd, I forgot. Anyways, here you will find repository URL. It's here, and information of all the files which we provided over the screen. Like in this case of SQL, we provided this file type SVN path automatically generated by the system, and this extra information, please copy all the files to the SQL directory. We have this over here. So as a developer, I will simply mail it to deliver it to the DBA. So from now on, what I have is I'm the DBA. So it's up to me. Let me just restart the system. That as a DBA, I'll simply relog into my system to access this software. I have logged in. Okay. Similar repository will be available, for extra things which the person has asked me. I can access this URL from that file, which we just saw, and here we can simply see details, show details, what files they wanna deploy, all those things as DB I can see. Anyways, if I have confirmed all the files, I'll generate and build file from that page A file. This is page A file. So opening it, and now I have to give name of the build file. I named it as build.xml. You can give anything which you want. We have our ant build file. The people who are aware with ant tool, they may appreciate that how nicely it has generated ant build file, a custom ant build file automatically for the files which we had chosen over here. Pretty good. So now we have ant build file. What next we have to do is we require actual files which are to be deployed in apps. So just say this export page files and choose the page, this page A file. We want to export this. So in I'll say see, this is the tracking in Developer. I'll say open. This will start exporting the things in install top. Here, see, it exported all the things. Done. Now we have all the things. Build.xml, which will be fetched to the ant tool, and all the files which are to be deployed. The people who are aware with the and that they know that this is a complete page for Oracle apps. So this is demonstration just for Java SQL I have shown. Now as DBA I can exclude this part at least, or for record keeping I can keep it. I'll simply say L2 archive and sysgip, and I can export it to Oracle apps instance and simply unzip there and say ant, and you know what I will write there if you are not aware, ant build.xml. This will be writing in Linux prompt of Oracle apps, and this should deploy all these files automatically to the locations where it should go. Like Java files should go to Java top, it will deploy it there automatically. This is the tool which what it does. From technical perspective, inshallah I'll give you a separate demo later on, but that's from functional part at least. I didn't demonstrate this in demo selected. I think you understand how it clarifies a bit of this process of deployment. Okay, good.